Social media has created a global village. A woman is no longer limited to the men in her hometown. She has a world of validation at her fingertips. With thousands of likes and DMs from strangers, many women no longer feel the need to show traditional respect to the men in their lives. What do you expect from a woman who is more connected to the world than she is to the man sitting across from her? Since no one can tell these modern women what to do, a man's only real power is the power to observe and leave when necessary. In this video, we will go over 7 signs a woman does not respect you. One sign alone might not be a deal breaker, but disrespect is yours to define. So, pay close attention to these signs. Watch your girlfriend closely and decide for yourself if you are being treated the way you deserve before you get too deep into the relationship. Sign 1. She takes a long time to text back. A woman who genuinely wants to be in your life is usually on her best behavior and highly motivated to build a connection with you. If you're in a relationship and she starts ghosting you for hours or days without a good reason, while still being active everywhere else, that means you aren't her top priority at that moment, whether she's busy with work, friends, or talking to other people. Everyone is busy, but we all make time for what we value. She can't be too busy to send a 10-second text saying, "Super busy today, talk tonight." It's not a big deal for someone who truly respects your time and feelings. And if you've already told her that you feel disrespected when she takes hours to reply, and she keeps doing it, that is disrespect. It shows a lack of care and emotional empathy. Don't try to fix things with her. The only time you should is if the behavior is new, or if she's genuinely busy or dealing with a major life stressor. Then it's worth a conversation. But if your gut is telling you something is wrong, it's because your brain has noticed a dozen small red flags that your heart is trying to ignore. Your intuition is often smarter than your feelings. She may be entertaining other men or slowly pulling away because she's unhappy but hasn't found the courage to say it. And if that's the case, trying to fix it is just begging for respect and attention, which will never work. She will lose attraction even more. Your strength isn't in winning the argument, but in your willingness to walk away to protect your sanity and dignity. Sign 2. She cancels a date last minute. A woman who truly likes you but has a real emergency will be deeply concerned about losing your trust. She will text you, apologize again, and suggest a specific day to make it up to you. She does this because she doesn't want to seem flaky or uninterested. Even a highly independent woman who may be less apologetic due to her personality will still be enthusiastic about rescheduling if she truly values your time. High interest creates high effort, even when life gets in the way. Actions speak louder than excuses. If she really cares about you, you won't have to wonder where you stand in her life. This is totally fine if you just started seeing her because you aren't in a committed relationship yet. But it's a clear signal for you to stop over-investing and stop reaching out. Let her earn the next date by being the one to organize it. And if she never contacts you to reschedule, there is your answer. She was never that interested. Do not send a breakup text. Don't complain, don't get angry, and don't check in. Just move on. Your silence is the most powerful response. It shows you respect your own time and aren't affected by her flakiness. This becomes natural when you are a man with a mission. Men who keep chasing don't have enough going on in their lives. A man with a strong purpose doesn't have time to sit around analyzing a woman's behavior. He gets back to his mission, his goals, and his life while conserving his energy for the right woman. Every minute you spend stressing over a woman who cancels and ghosts you is a minute you aren't spending on yourself or on a woman who would be excited to see you. Sign 3. She continues to text and hang out with male friends. When you're in a committed relationship, the nature of her friendships with other men should shift out of respect for you. If she genuinely respects you, she will naturally create distance. This isn't about her losing friends. It's about changing the type of access those friends have. It sends a clear signal to other men and to you that you are her priority and the primary man in her life. When a woman is constantly texting other guys, hanging out with them, or sharing personal jokes and pictures, that's a sign she's enjoying the attention and validation she gets from other men. Do not get jealous or try to out-text the other guys. That will only make you look weak. If she wants the world's attention, give her exactly what she wants: the freedom to be single. Some will call this toxic and say platonic friendship is possible regardless of gender. It sounds nice in theory, but they don't live in modern reality. Rarely are two people in a platonic friendship 100% on the same page. There is almost always a hidden agenda lurking beneath the surface. An ambitious, high-energy, and masculine man isn't always hanging out one-on-one with an attractive woman just to talk about the weather. He is there because he finds her attractive. Whether or not he acts on it, the sexual tension is the third person in the room. More often than not, these so-called platonic friendships eventually end up in the bedroom. Research consistently shows that men are more likely to feel sexual attraction toward their female friends than vice versa. This natural mismatch is exactly why you must set clear boundaries to prevent jealousy and temptation. Instead of one-on-one meetings, encourage hanging out in a group. One-on-one time or dinner carries the same energy as a romantic date, even if the intentions are platonic. The environment encourages deep, uninterrupted conversation and eye contact. By getting together with larger groups, the environment becomes social and public. This does not mean you're being insecure or doing too much. You're simply protecting the sanctity of your relationship. And if she doesn't respect those clear boundaries, simply pull back your energy and focus entirely on your mission. A man who's locked in on building his life does not have time for drama over a male friend named Tyler. He has bigger things to do. She will either realize she's losing a high-value man and change, or she'll double down on the other men. Either way, you get your answer. Sign 4. She hangs around male coworkers outside of work. This connects directly to sign 3. Just because they work together doesn't make the situation any better. Proximity and shared goals at work often create a bond that can be even stronger and potentially riskier than a regular friendship. People spend more time with their coworkers than they do with almost anyone else. If she already spends 8 hours a day with a male colleague and then chooses to extend that time outside the office, or stays late with him on multiple occasions, it's a clear signal she has formed an emotional bond that crosses professional boundaries. After giving her engaged, social, and fun self to the colleague, by the time she gets home, all you get are the leftovers, the tired, stressed, and depleted version of her. Now, let's put emotions aside for a second and look at the facts. Human biology is at play here. Labels like coworker, bestie, or just friends are artificial social rules we invent to set a mental boundary, but they cannot override human biology. A man might intellectually accept the friend label to stay in her presence, but biology often wins by playing the long game. She may genuinely seek a close emotional connection with no sexual intent, but the male coworker, who poses as her emotional therapist, listening to her vent about you, is quietly waiting for his moment. And if the solo time continues to go on without limits, things can go sideways very quickly. People will argue that it's just work and that professional adults can handle themselves. But the fact remains, the workplace is no match for human nature. So, here is my advice to you. Do not make excuses for her behavior or tell yourself it's not a big deal. It's a massive deal. You should also not try to talk her out of it. Trying to do so assumes she doesn't know what she's doing. An adult woman knows exactly how her behavior affects you. Handle the situation with strategy, emotional control, and absolute frame. The worst thing you can do is react with explosive anger or constant nagging. She will use your grumpiness as further justification to spend more time with him. Withdraw and get back to your own life. If she truly respects the relationship, she will keep work inside the workday and save her after-hours energy for you. Sign 5. She continues to post racy pictures on social media. If you're a man building something real for yourself, you shouldn't feel like you're competing with an entire comment section full of dudes lusting after your woman's body. If she is truly happy and secure in the relationship, she should no longer be chasing DMs or booty shot likes from other men. Now, she might claim it's just self-expression, fashion, or fitness modeling. If she's an influencer making millions, that's a business choice. But you still have to ask yourself a brutal question. Am I okay with my woman being publicly consumed by thousands of other men? If your pride cannot handle the public gaze, you're with the wrong woman. If you're a man who upholds traditional values, you have to admit that your values are incompatible. Trying to change an influencer into a modest woman is a recipe for disaster on both sides. You cannot win against an algorithm designed to keep a woman's ego inflated. Every like, DM, and fire emoji from a stranger is a shot of validation that your attention alone can't compete with. You are one man, the algorithm is a million men. As a man of status, state your boundary once, but calmly. You are not telling her what to do. You are giving her the freedom to choose her actions, but making the consequences clear. Expect the standard shaming defense. It's just a bikini, or you're insecure. Pay zero attention to those excuses. If she does not change her posting habits, she's telling you that the high she's getting from strangers is more important to her than making you feel secure. At this point, words mean nothing. Only actions matter. Your unannounced departure. This will deflate her ego and force her to face the reality of losing you without closure. A woman who is all in on her boyfriend doesn't need and shouldn't want to be lusted after by the general public. Sign 6. She makes you look bad in public. How a woman treats you in front of others is a preview of how she truly sees you behind closed doors. Most people put on their best behavior in public. If she's willing to talk down to you or lose her temper in front of friends, family, or even strangers, imagine what would happen when no one is watching. This behavior signals to everyone around you that you are not the leader in the relationship. A mature adult, regardless of gender, should have the self-control to wait until they are in private to handle a conflict. If she's genuinely invested in the relationship, she will protect your image in public, even if she is angry with you, because your image is a direct reflection of the relationship. Research shows that women, on average, score higher in empathy than men. They tend to feel for others. If she does not value your feelings enough to stay calm in public, she has chosen to suspend her empathy to hurt you. And that's a clear signal she does not respect you at all. As men, we possess a powerful, natural drive for honor and respect among our peers, and we take pride in how our women are perceived. Public disrespect from them is a direct blow to our masculine pride. A healthy relationship operates on a united front. Whatever disagreements, flaws, or arguments exist between you should stay private. Respect is a two-way street. A relationship cannot survive on one-sided loyalty. If she's a respectable woman, you must equally protect her image, modesty, and reputation in public and among your friends. Sign 7. She constantly argues with you. A relationship burdened by a series of endless fights is a primary source of stress and has lost its purpose. This isn't just about one big fight. It's the daily drain of bickering, unresolved issues, and feeling disrespected or unseen. Over time, these negative emotions can erode your desire to be around the woman you love. If you have fundamentally different communication styles and can't find peace even after trying, it's a sign of incompatibility rather than something that can be resolved amicably. But let me be realistic here. It takes two people to argue. If you're constantly firing back at her, you are also part of the toxic cycle. You shouldn't be surprised if she leaves you, just as you might consider leaving her. Arguments should be used to resolve problems, not to create them. Now, this does not mean you become a passive, predictable doormat who absorbs insults without consequences. A relationship completely devoid of tension, passion, and surprises feels boring. If you're a man who is entirely submissive, timid, or lacking in spine, you're a boring man. This lack of masculine leadership is often the exact trigger for a woman's frustration and eventual disrespect. For a woman to truly appreciate peace, you must give her excitement, adventure, and unpredictability, but never give her your peace. The highest value men combine unpredictability with absolute stability. They have a rock-solid foundation of discipline and boundaries, but they use adventure and fun to breathe fire and life into their relationship. To fully enjoy the quiet peace of a Sunday morning together, you need the high-energy excitement of a wild Friday night out. However, if you have established your masculine stability and she is still constantly picking fights with you over little matters, that's a clear signal the relationship is no longer healthy for you. You may not be able to control her, but she certainly cannot take away the greatest power you have, the power to walk away.